Hi folks, welcome back. Happy Monday. Before we get started, I just wanted to mention that I have not been playing on the Enhanced Edition thus far, so I reinstalled the Enhanced Edition. I didn't install it correctly the first time, and that broke all of my saves. So I replayed the first part of all this. It didn't take me that long, it took me like half an hour, but I'm going to spare you guys all of that, and I've ended up basically on day 2. These are all red because I haven't actually checked my stats, but look, it's going to be roughly where it was, maybe not exactly. The only thing that I didn't do was go to the graveyard, but I don't think I did anything there that should matter. We just went and kind of looked at things, so I think we should be okay. So it's the end of day 2, and let's get started. We were about to talk to everyone in here.
They all turn to stare at you, then go back to talk.
Oh yeah, like what the Enhanced Edition does do...
It doesn't...
is actually adds some of the voice lines back into the game. So now when you look at certain things, well, not all of them, but
armor.
See, now John says armor. So in case you can't read, now you can have it read aloud, but not this part. It's just some stuff, I guess.
This is your trusty broadsword.
There you go. So you have a few lines that have been restored. But the main reason that I did that, honestly, was because I just didn't want to run into any game-breaking bugs, and I think Enhanced Edition actually fixes a lot of those. It makes me think, I don't even think I played the Enhanced Edition in Quest for Glory 3. I don't think I installed that one correctly, because I did the same thing that I did before. Okay, so I greeted everyone. Let's talk to him. I think we've already asked about all this, but let's just double check. Yeah, I think this we've been through before. Yeah. Okay. Let's go talk to these guys. Whoa, that's way too fast. Yeah, I had this cranked up. Okay. Let's see what they have to say.
Look, here we are sitting around here minding our own business, Cochise, and here you waltz up and interrupt us.
Yeah, here's $10. Get a real haircut, okay? You don't seem to realize we're very important men around here.
Right. Just because no one else seems to think so doesn't invalidate the point.
You know, our little town's remained unchanged for generations.
Oh yeah, our forefathers have always lived here in peace and quiet.
Except for the time when the cult came here.
Ooh, the cult. They're all a bunch of strangers anyway.
Yeah, very strange. They didn't have much to do with the town, you know?
Yeah, hardly anything. Just building that monastery here and all moving inside, that's all.
But the cult did keep mostly to themselves.
Yeah, he's right. No one had much to do with them. They were a very peaceful, quiet kind of cult.
Yeah, really great people to be around, except for the strange noises and horrible screams that rose from the monastery at night.
We actually know about all this already too, right? Look, he's just asleep, I guess. This is the Cult of the Dark One, right? And we've already explored the monastery, so now they're actually talking about this a little bit, and they just seem to put up with this cult and the monks there.
That all happened many, many years ago.
Oh yeah, the cult broke up. They've all got kids of their own now.
Yeah, well, what about the Chernovi in the forest, huh?
Come to think of it, no one knows if they're alive or what.
Yeah, for all we know, they might just be wild stories to frighten little children and me.
And what about the Dark Ones?
Put a sock in it, will you? There are some things we must not speak about, Ivan. You know that.
Well, excuse me all to pieces.
And these guys had fun. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I suppose the first guy, he's trying to do a Jack Nicholson impression, and then this guy, I had to look him up because I didn't know who Rodney Dangerfield is, but that's what he's doing. This guy's doing an impersonation of that famous comedian. It's pretty spot on as well, I would say. Okay, so that was the town.
We don't go for that rumor-spreading stuff here, do we, Yvonne?
No way, Hans.
Oh, never. Oh, except for that one little cocktail waitress, you know. But we don't gossip about our neighbors in Moldavia, do we, Yvonne?
Well, no, but you did used to tell everyone about the time Olga caught Boris drinking with us when he was supposed to be minding the store.
Hey, that wasn't gossip, it was just a semi-funny story.
And Franz, what about the story you tell about the time you saw Yuri and Bella in the garden one night?
What was that?
Hey, you're okay, all right?
So you see, we do not spread rumors here.
Only thing that was interesting there, well, it was interesting on both counts, but so Yuri and Bella, right? Bella is the innkeeper's wife. I suppose he just caught them making out, some kind of PDA thing. But Olga and Boris, there's something going on there, right? Because we have a suspicion that Boris is alive, actually. And Olga has said that he's passed away, but we don't know if that's actually true now. Especially with that story, maybe there's something else going on. Last thing, I don't know why we're asking about it, but elephants. Guess we're gonna discuss this.
Pardon me while I wax eloquent, but once, many years ago, huge herds of fragrant elephants roamed freely in this particular valley.
Oh, yeah. In the good old days, peanut farming would have made you a billionaire.
Once, long ago, I had a successful career, and I was also an elephant herder.
You kidding? Everyone used to have a pet elephant.
Oh, yeah. I remember mine. I married her.
What?
Yeah, she was great for vacuuming up peanuts from your rugs.
Not only that, but elephants are very clean and modest as well. They always went bathing with their trunks, don't you know?
Yeah, nice thing about elephants. Very easy to housebreak, you know? They hardly ever made mistakes. Unless they got excited, okay?
Unfortunately, elephants get excited easily. A lot of houses got broken that way. This really brings back sad memories. Please, let's talk about something uplifting like last year's famine.
Oh man. Okay. Well, I don't really know what the elephant joke is all about, except for an excuse for the Coles to make more puns. So
they all ignore you as usual.
As usual. All right, we're not gonna go out at night. We're just gonna have our meal. I think that's still a little fast.
You get a fine meal of roast duckling a la garlic.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. And let's be off. Okay, so we'll go take a nap. And what are we actually doing today? It's hard for me to remember. Last time I recorded one of these was a while back. So, I think I said that we're gonna just pop out and go exploring straight away in the morning. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Get a good night's sleep. Conrad, just do your thing. Sleep until morning.
You awaken as the sun begins to rise.
I don't know if you guys can see that, but it looks like I'm losing a little bit of stamina right in the morning. Maybe it takes a bit of stamina to get out of bed. That is true. That's very realistic. Alright. Let's have our breakfast. And then off we go. So
You eat your plain but nourishing breakfast. It has more than a bit of garlic added for spice.
For spice, you say? I don't think he's going to have anything else to say to us, but let's just double check here. He might. This looks slightly different.
The castle.
No, never mind. I'm just dumb. Okay, let's go exploring.
Still you remain. It is a wonder you have managed to live so long.
It is. Well, that's because I haven't left the town yet, but now we're gonna go. Now we're gonna go exploring. In my speed run of the Enhanced Edition, I actually was able to defeat those batters like pretty quickly and without losing a lot of stamina. So this is a new improved Enhanced Edition of Conrad. I don't know why intelligence went up, but I guess it did. Alright, we can't go this way, can we? Can we just go to the west? No, we can't. Okay, we have to go south. Alright, so we're looking for the lake and Irana's garden. So there's a lake that's meant to be southwest of town. So let's try and find that. Or should we go to the Irana's garden first? I don't know.
You are near the northwestern corner of the forest. An overgrown road once ran east and west through this area. You can see part of the town wall to the northeast, and an ominous castle far to the north.
Okay, actually, we're gonna try and go see that castle. Can we go north? No, we can't. But let's try and see that first. So the castle's actually to the north. I see a path there. Okay.
A path peters out in the middle of the forest here.
And probably we're gonna see...
The ground bears a... You're in the northwest corner of the forest. To the north you can see the castle gate and the end of the road. While the road is now badly overgrown, you can tell that it once led to the east as well.
Let's go check out that castle. This is, it's close enough to the town. Aha.
A heavy gate blocks the way to the winding road. Far in the distance, you can see a majestic castle.
Welcome to Moldavia. It's nice to have some fresh blood around here. We so seldom see strangers.
Okay, I think this guy actually is Jim Cummings. So he's not the Burgomeister, but he is this guy. He is in the game. Who's Jim Cummings? That's Winnie the Pooh. I think I already mentioned this before. All right, let's take a look around this scene before we talk to him.
A heavy gate blocks the way to the winding road.
We heard
A
that.
tall oak tree spreads its branches across the cliff edge.
Climb it.
The tree doesn't look climbable.
Well, okay. Even with your newfound climbing skills, nope.
The gatekeeper is a gaunt, tired-looking man with deep-set eyes that stare intelligently at you.
Mm-hmm. What's up with these snakes? These look kind of animated to me. They look like they can move.
This heavy gate blocks access to the castle road. The gate makes you wait.
And I suppose we can't just... He's watching us. His head is actually moving as we walk around. Keeping an eye on us. That'd be a tough job, just sitting in there. Alright, well, he's right there. Let's just knock on the gate.
There's no need to knock. I am the gatekeeper after all, though I'm afraid that I cannot let you in. I'm under strict orders not to open the gate for anyone unless the master instructs me to do so.
The master? And who is the master? Alright, we need to chat with this guy.
Two tall towers support the castle gate and block any other path to the road. The road winds its way perilously across the treacherous gorge. A heavy gate. Far in the distance, you can see a grim but majestic castle.
And normally, you know, normally Conrad would want to go see and meet with, like, the nobles of the area, right? Maybe get some quests or something like that.
It is so difficult to get past the swamp which blocks the pass to and from the valley. We haven't had a stranger here since the rains created the swamp several years ago.
So the rains created the swamp and then it just never drained, I guess. I'm just writing down master as well because I feel like that's That's gonna come back. Well, let's tell them about ourselves.
You've obviously done quite a lot for one person. It will be interesting to see what you do around here.
Why does he sound so creepy? I think he's meant to be a riff on Boris Karloff, if I'm correct. The guy who played I don't know who he played actually, but I know he's a famous actor. He either played Frankenstein or Dracula. All right, what's your name, sir?
I am Boris Stovich.
Okay, so Boris is the same name that Olga told us about. So this guy may actually still be alive, and Stovich was her last name as well. So he's alive. He's not dead. Olga lied to us, or at least misled us about his whereabouts. So let's maybe go back to town. When we're back in town, we can ask her about this.
This is the castle of the Boyars, the title of the rulers of Moldavia. It once belonged to the Borgov family for generations, but the last Borgov has been dead for many, many years.
Hmm.
Moldavia is the name of this valley and of the town. Even the inn is called the Hotel Moldavia. The name means Dark Valley.
So over the top.
The heads of the Borgov family were the Boyars of Moldavia for ages. The last Borgov disappeared at the time of darkness. No one knows what became of him.
Time of Darkness is probably, well, let's ask.
It is bad luck to even speak of the time of darkness. Moldavia was a safe and lovely land before that time. Much has changed since then, and for the worse.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that the Time of Darkness was probably what we read about at the Adventurers Guild when that paladin and Irana shut down the cult, essentially, and drove them out. I think that's what he's referencing.
Boyars are rather like barons of other lands. They own the castle and protect everyone within their domain.
Okay. Who lives in the castle now?
I'm not certain who all lives in the castle. I so seldom see anyone from there. There's the master, of course. Then there's the strange foreigner. There's also the master's daughter, I believe, and some rather strange guards. Beyond that, I really can't say.
Okay, so there's at least 3 people and then some guards. There's the master.
The master desires privacy, and I respect that wish. As I always say, the will of the master is the shall of the servant. I wrote that.
Okay, interesting. So he's loyal. Anyway, he's not going to tell us about the master. Who's the foreigner who's with the master?
He is an unpleasant sort, with a short beard and moustache, and a funny hat. He is rude when giving orders, and he has the habit of staring at a person and licking his lips. Most unsavory.
Short beard and mustache and a funny hat. Can you guys guess who that is? I have a guess. I don't know if Conrad has a guess. It's likely Adavis, but we only know that from the end of Quest for Glory 3 because we could see that it was Adavis and then some hooded figure, right? So the hooded figure is probably the master, and Adavis is the strange foreigner. It's really funny how they keep getting stuck with their eyes closed like this. All right, daughter.
I haven't actually seen the daughter, but I know the master is quite proud of her.
Okay, and then some strange guards.
I have only caught glimpses of them occasionally, but I don't think they are quite human. No matter. If a man does a good job, then whether he is a man does not matter.
Did you write that too, Boris? Okay, I think that's all he's gonna help us with. That's all to do in the castle.
I am the gatekeeper of Borgov Castle. Is it not true that he who guards the gates is the keystone speaker?
Right.
This is the gate to Borgov Castle. You can see it in the distance behind here. I am here to make certain that only welcome guests may enter through here in the daytime. At night, this gate is guarded by huge necrotars, who make certain no one tries to enter without permission.
Trained necrotars. We heard about those, but I don't think we've encountered one yet. So we don't really know what that is. But we know that they're big. We know that they're dangerous. We were warned about them. Okay. And then the town. Do you live there?
The town of Mordavia is to the east of here. Turn to the east as you leave and continue until your way is blocked by rocks. Then turn north and you will find the gates of the town.
Okay. Well, I think that's all we have for now. So let's say goodbye.
Farewell, and may you find whatever you seek.
He's really fond of quotes. I think they're all his quotes. Okay.
Goodbye, young man. May the fireplace be warm and the drink cold at your journey's end.
Okay, so he's a bit weird, but he's not, like, evil, I guess. Just a bit creepy.
It doesn't.
Just trying...
You get in some climbing practice,
Oh.
but you really can't see any more from up the tree than from the ground. In fact, you can scarcely see the forest for the trees.
I was just trying to pick up some rocks, actually.
It doesn't.
There we go.
You grab a handful of rocks.
Yeah. Just to have these in a pinch. Okay, and yeah, so let's continue trying to find the lake.
You are somewhere in the northwest corner of the forest. An old overgrown road is barely visible to the north.
Mm-hmm. I really like this forest. Like, I feel like I'm more lost than I was in Quest for Glory 3. I never felt like I was truly lost in that map. There's that bird again.
You're in the western part of...
Don't think I can go to the west from here. Kind of blocked off by shrubberies, and I can't go south. So we kind of have to go around this. Okay, so I'm just hugging this wall and looking.
You are in the west...
Still in the western part. Probably pretty close to the cave.
You are in the western part of the forest. An old road...
Yeah, so that road continues down to the south, I think, into the swamp, but we're going to try and just hug the west.
You are in the west...
Yes? Probably should just be running, right? Get a nice morning jog in.
You're in the far western part of the forest. A lovely lake stretches out to the south and southwest of here.
Okay. Very good. We found it.
You have a strange, disquieting feeling along with a sense of sorrow, longing, and unfulfilled desires as you near the lake. The briny lake seems to draw you towards it.
Hello there. Could you help me? This water is so cold and I need someone to help warm me.
That is pretty risque, I have to say. So, obviously something really suspicious about this, right? Naked woman in the lake.
It's so cold here in the lake. Please, come and hold me and help me to be warm again.
Yeah, she's got nothing on. Well, we could do this, right? We could walk into the lake, and maybe we should, just to see what happens. Naked lady in lake. But, we've already read about this, so we probably know what's going to happen. Let's just do it. Let's see what happens. Nice little smooch.
Wade out to the lake woman and take her in your arms. Her skin is soft but very cold. The lake spirit moans softly as she holds you closer and closer and tighter, then pulls you down into the lake.
That's it. Conrad finally...
You quickly discover that you really don't know how to breathe water.
The enhanced edition also added John's voice lines to these death messages too, so that's kind of a nice touch. Alright, so we die if we listen to her, so let's not do that.
This is one of the most beautiful women you've ever seen. She has lovely, long, golden green hair, although your eyesight tends to focus a bit lower than that.
It is so cold here in the lake. Please, come and hold me and help me to be warm again.
Well, no, we tried that already.
Why don't you come to my arms so that I can give you a real greeting?
So she's basically a kind of siren, and from what we remember from the guild logbook, this is a spirit who was killed wrongfully. This is a Rusalka, and she is essentially avenging her death by drowning. I think she was killed by her husband or killed by her lover. And yeah, we need to read. We need to go back to the Adventurers Guild because I can't quite remember. But essentially, she's been cursed, and so now she'll just kill everyone who comes to the lake. Let's tell her about ourselves.
Surely a hero like you will help someone like me. Please, take my hand.
No, I don't think so.
It doesn't...
Whoops. Alright, so what's your name?
I am the Rusalka.
Alright, she admits
Please,
it.
take my hand and help me.
Why are you here?
You ask what a nice girl like her is doing in a place like this.
It's so nice here in the water. Why don't you join me?
Yeah, she does not want to answer us. Okay.
If you take my hand, I'll be happy to show you what the lake is like.
No.
If you take my arms, I'll be happy to talk to you about anything you'd like.
So she just simply is not going to talk to us about anything else. Well, I think that what she really needs is not a hug, but here, have some flowers instead as a little gift, because we're a gentleman. You give the Rusalka some of the lovely flowers.
Thank you for the beautiful flowers. No one has been so nice to me since I can remember. I guess I shouldn't try to drown you now, since you've been so kind.
Okay, so now she likes us. Now she's not going to drown us. Does this...
Tell the Rusalka about some of your previous adventures.
Gee, you've done a lot to get rid of monsters and things. You don't think I'm some kind of monster, do you? I mean, just because I'm undead and drown people, you don't think I'm bad?
Nah, it's just made that way.
It doesn't...
Okay, so that's what we needed to do, is actually show her a little bit of, you know, just be nice, and now she'll actually open up to us a little bit, and not kill us.
It is lonely being a Rusalka. Anytime anyone nice comes along, I pull him into the lake and drown him. Once he's drowned, he's not much company, I'm afraid. I've been a Rusalka for so long, I've forgotten.
You ask...
I don't really know. I've been here for such a long time now. I mean, it's not like I can go anywhere. I can't leave the lake. This lake is surrounded on three sides by steep mountains. To the southwest, it merges with a swamp. The lake is not a safe place for you to swim. Many unpleasant things lurk in the deep water. The swamp is definitely a creepy place. Dead things lie under the water and try to drag the living underneath. Kinda sounds like my job description, doesn't it? Well, the things in the swamp are a whole lot nastier than I am, so be careful out there. I stay far away from them. They crawled into the lake from the swamp one day. Ugh, they remind me of worms and give me the creeps.
So she doesn't go to the swamp. Forest.
I don't know much about the forest. I can't leave my lake, so I don't get around there much. It's my job to drown anyone who comes to the lake. That's what being a Rusalka is all about.
Is she from the town?
I think I remember the town. I must have lived there once. Other than the fact it's somewhere to the northeast, I guess I can't tell you much about it.
Okay. So.
Please, come visit me again sometime. It's nice to have a friend to talk to.
Very interesting.
Flowers grow in colorful profusion along the lake shore.
Maybe I shouldn't have given her flowers, to be honest, because I kind of just did that because I remembered I needed to, but maybe she tells us about that eventually. I think she does. She's like, oh yeah, the town, I would be really nice if... No, wait, that doesn't make sense, because she's only going to try and drown us unless she's been given flowers, right? So I'm not really sure how you would know to give her flowers except to be nice. How about some corn?
That didn't do anything useful.
Well? Or are you hungry?
Garlic and avocado? Ooh, yuck.
Okay. Alright, well then have some candy.
That's really very nice of you, but I've been told that too much candy is bad for you.
Did she eat it? Oh, she actually did. Okay, well we'll have to get some more candy then. Yeah, that's all we can do. We're not going to attack her because she's not attacking us. We just need to stay out of the lake.
The lake stretches out to the west as far as your eyes can see. Its crystal clear waters are probably icy cold from the mountain runoff. A tall tree intrudes from the nearby forest. The tall trees of the forest line the northern horizon, like sentinels loyally guarding their posts. You stand on the shores of a vast and beautiful mountain lake. To the north and east lies the pine forest. To the south, the lake drains into a dark and dismal swamp.
Can we pick these flowers?
It doesn't.
Okay, we can't. And we can't climb this tree.
You don't know whether the climate is right to climb it.
Alright. I think that's all we can do here for now, but as she said, we will come back and visit her sometime.
Lily pads float serenely on the surface of the lake.
But this reeks of a quest, right? She has unfinished business, and yeah, we need to help her. Likely, right? We're not going to kill her. We're not going to ignore her. But we may need to do something to help her lift the curse, right, of being a Rusalka, who's just like a restless spirit. Okay. Let's save over that. Actually, let's not save over that. Let's have a new save. Okay, well, so that was the lake. Let's go try and find Irana's garden. Finding Irana's garden. So that's meant to be to the southeast. So now I'm going to just make a beeline east. Try that out. It's day 3, still pretty early. So we haven't encountered any monsters either, which is interesting. At nighttime, I would expect to get hunted, but... Okay, so up there is the castle. Okay, maybe we can't go this way.
You are somewhere in the middle of the forest.
Let's just try, though. When can we actually go east?
You are somewhere...
Because I think I'm accidentally just going back to the town right now. Is this the graveyard to the north?
You are deep within the heart.
No. Yeah, let's go this way.
You're in...
Okay, we're in the southern part.
There's something strange about this bush. Maybe it's the eyes. Oh, forget it. It's probably just an ordinary, everyday bush with blood-red berries and tentacle-like branches.
Yeah, look at that thing. That's interesting, right? Weird looking bush. Monster bush. Oh, right, my B key still does not work. Monster plant. Okay. Well, let's take a look.
There's something...
Can we do anything with this?
You'll have to get a little closer. The bush seems to be hard of hearing.
I don't know if it talks. Cool.
That's not a great idea. The bush would start with the hand you offer it, then eat the rest of you as well.
Okay, maybe it's hungry again, just like, what's his name was? Hector the Hexapod? Let's just see what happens. Okay.
You think that would be a relief in comparison?
It slapped us.
You think...
Let me...
That hurt. That really hurt. Think of being stung by a 10-foot-long wasp. You think that would...
Okay, we get it. We get it. It's evil. It's attacking us.
There's something...
Well, that's what we have health pills for.
It's a healing potion. Just another of the wonders science has brought to modern medicine. It's undoubtedly magical, but it would probably be best if you didn't mention that to Dr. Cranium.
Let's just take one of these, because I don't know what's going to happen.
That feels good. Just...
We're left with an empty flask, I think? Yeah, so we've got 2 of these. I don't really know if we can recycle those like we could in the first game. Alright, well, should we just attack this? Let's try and feed it something first.
Nothing happened.
Okay, it doesn't like corn. How about... Why did that... I just threw one of my sandwiches at it? I could do this. Oh.
You've managed to knock a branch with some berries loose from the bush.
Okay, do I need that? Let's turn on run and try and get this. Run.
That hurt. You think that... You strip the berries from the loose branch and carefully store them in a pocket in your backpack.
Got points.
You think that hurt.
I'm gonna die just from this thing. So it's just slapping us, right? And yeah, we do not have any more health pills. We may need to go back to Dr. Cranium to get more. I'm not sure why we picked up these berries, but you never know. Elderbury berries. You have some ugly red berries from the Elderbury Bush. But I don't think that's... This doesn't seem to do anything, though. So I think we're out of luck. Let's just rest a bit here.
After some rest?
Try and restore our health a little bit. We're still at a 3rd health, but... Okay, we'll have to come back to this, because there's no way to get across. I don't know if there's a way we can go this way, but it doesn't seem like we can do anything with that for now. Now we have some berries.
You are deep in the southern part of the forest. You can just make out a strange-looking wooden house on a tall cliff to the southeast.
Okay. A house? Oh, what is this? Oh my god. Oh my god, this thing is gonna kill me. This is not good. This is how I die. Oh. I'm dead for sure. Do we run? We face it off. And that's it. That's death.
Technically, a wyvern isn't a true dragon. In practice, it's nearly as deadly. In fact, in your case, it was quite as deadly.
That's too bad. Wow. Okay, I don't think I actually saved this. Wait, monster plant. Let's actually try and get this thing with a fewer hits. Do we even need these berries right now? Let's just ignore it. We don't actually need to get hit. Okay. Alright, so that was a wyvern. We hadn't actually heard about that, but it's like a little mini dragon that can also poison us. And it killed us. Alright, that's my time, actually. This looks like a dead end.
You are at the far southern edge of the forest. There is a strange-looking wooden house on a tall cliff to the east, but you don't see any way to get there from here.
To the east. Okay, yeah, because this is sort of a dead end. Let's just get somewhere interesting first. And then we can pause. Alright. Just one fight. There we go. I could turn on automation. How do I actually block? I need to figure this out, guys. So far, it's not too hard. I can definitely kill this guy at full health. Oh, there we go. Jump to hit. That's the way. Nice. Cool. Awesome. Alright, cool. Well, we killed a wyvern.
You've whopped the wyvern. It now lies still like many of its victims before. The wyvern has no place to carry treasure. This is one reason why dragon hunting is far more popular.
So nothing on its body either, unfortunately. And we are poisoned, so let's go ahead and use our poison cure potion.
The only effect is a tingling.
Got that done. Okay, cool.
You think you're in the southern or southeastern part of the forest. You can just make out a strange-looking wooden house on a tall cliff to the southeast.
Okay. Well, let's save after killing the wyvern. Let's try and get to that house. Or to Arana's garden. Killed a wyvern. Let's see if we can do that. I can't get through here, I assume. Nope. So we have to go around the rocks.
You are in the forest
Here we
somewhere
go.
southeast of the town. To the north, you can see a beautiful garden and a gently flowing stream.
Okay, so cool. That looks promising. That feels like that would be a garden, right?
You have come to a beautiful garden deep within the forest. The stream flows gently in a loop around the central island. Feelings of peace and harmony permeate the area.
The guitar. Let's have a look around here. Well, actually, this is what we'll explore the next time, okay? So we made it what looks like it is Arana's garden, and we'll just explore here, have a little rest, maybe eat some of this fruit, and yeah, that'll be next time. So thanks for watching, folks, and I will see you next time.